Facebook page, but so we're going to do a lot of salsa tips and tools for the next 30 days, and the reason that we're doing this is because we have a lot of students that ask us a lot of questions. After taking so many classes, they still have questions like, why can't I follow this on the dance floor, or something's not working on the dance floor, or just etc., etc. So we feel like we have a lot of knowledge and tools and tips to offer, so we wanted to do it on Facebook so that we can not only target our students, but target more people from all over the place, right? Because we do get followers from everywhere. They email us asking the same question. So we are going to challenge ourselves, do a 30-day challenge, meaning we're going to give 30 tips and tools back to back. So one, it pushes us to give you guys more information, because we've been dying to do this, so we feel like if we have a challenge, we will stick to it. And also we hope it challenges you guys to stick with us, and so on and so on.
Yeah, like everything, right? Practice is key, but also consistency is even more important, right? Doesn't matter if you practicing only once a week, or you're practicing 5, 6, 7 days a week. So of course the results come in better when you push yourself, right? So do you want to check a little bit to see?
Yeah, so making sure that you can hear us.
Make sure you can see it and you can hear it. Please make sure that you like the likes or just share on the comments if you can see us, and write from where you're watching us. So that will be great to hear where you're writing from. And of course we're gonna have.
Yes, we are live. Sound is good, everything is good.
Yes, and also, I forgot what I was saying.
Sorry.
It's okay. So, well, anyways, just put the city, put your state, put the country, or put anywhere where you listen to us. Okay. So another thing that I want to say, on the title you will see the hashtag is askjoelsalsa, and you can use the hashtag to put it on Twitter, to put it on Instagram, or to put it on Facebook. And we're going to look also for those questions. So put the hashtag and also put the questions. If you have any questions, on the next days we're going to start answering all these questions. If we have some time today, we're going to start maybe check if you have any questions on the comments as well. Okay?
Yes.
So,
but the Ask Joel Salsa will give us also more ideas to give more videos. We have our own ideas and own things that we want to talk about, but just in case you have something that you've always wanted to know, or that something you're having trouble with, also ask us in the Ask Joel hashtag comment, right? So we'll maybe do a video for you.
Cool. So let's start. Today's day is going to be about resistance, okay? So how much resistance do you need whenever you dance? And it's a very tricky question because everybody has different styles, different not only styles on one or on two or whatever, but also styles themselves, right? So for example, I dance very different than other dancers out there, but at the end what it matters is that you have the good results, right? It means that you have fun dancing without getting in trouble with your partner or take them out of timing or out of balance, stuff like that. So the idea is that both of us, with the resistance, we create a good connection. Yes? So to explain the resistance, I can explain it on the dancing as well, but just so you can see it and you can have a better idea, at least on our style, how much energy do we put on the resistance. It's going to be, imagine that you have a graphic, right? So this graphic is going to be started from 0, and then you have 50, and then you have 100. Some people dance on 0, right here, just very weak, and just dance like that, right? So some people dance very strong and they don't let go the person that they dancing with. It can be girls, it can be guys. So you dancing like that and very tense on the whole body, you cannot even move. And if somebody wants to do a turn that we're going to show in a minute, sometimes they just don't work because there's too much resistance. So the resistance, imagine that you're looking for a wave, right? That goes up and down. It never goes straight up. So you want to go up and down depending on the move, depending on the turns that you're creating. So today we're going to talk about some fundamentals, and tomorrow we're going to recover more because we're going to talk about more because we're going to talk about dynamics, which is another thing that we're going to cover tomorrow. Okay? So, but to continue with this one, so imagine that we have the graphic, so this is 0, and then my resistance here, for us, we put it around 45 to 55 and stay there. Think on the standby, right? It's more like a standby right here, so it doesn't go too much but not too little. So whenever you're connected, the standby is here.
As soon as I feel the guy move, right? Sorry, as soon as I feel the guy move, like Joel said, if I'm on standby or I have my 50% or 52%, then as soon as he moves, right, I move my whole body, right? Instead of, if the guy starts to leave me, then this happens, right? Because nothing is going except the arm, right? That's the difference between 0 and being on standby. He actually moves my legs, right, or my body.
From the hand connects to the whole body, so I can lead her steps as well, okay? So, saying that, every time that let's say that we have a regular basic or something, we can be in standby, and even with my basic, I can just play around, boom, but my basic is here, and the connection is still here, while my body has freedom to move, right? So that's what you want to do in the standby. It's not only 50, but it's like between, let's say 40, 45, 55, so just to give you an idea with numbers, okay? So, of course, because you cannot feel it, at least you can, with the graphic, you can have a better idea.
Vision it.
So, now, if we want to lead something, right? We want to lead something, gradually, imagine the graphic start going like that, right? The graphic start going like that, and you go more or less like around 75, 80%, right? So whenever I want to lead something, by the time that she's going back, I increase the energy. Right here, I increase the energy as she's moving forward. So this 75%, 75% that I start increasing is going from 55 to 75, right? So 55, 75, and now release. So the turns, again, comes to standby, because I lead her from the beginning. I lead her with energy and relax. So the relaxed part, when she's doing the turn, it's 55, 50, something around there. Okay, so again, resistance and turn. Same thing for cross-barrel leads. For example, if I do a cross-barrel lead, I do 75, 75, 75, 50, and come back to basics again. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you can see Maria there still. So it's resistance 75, she passed, and now, of course I don't do my full work right now too much because we don't have too much space for something that we have over here, but just to let you know that, of course, you can open more and everything, okay? Now, we're going to move on with something that Maria wants to talk for the followers. So,
yeah, so a few things. So the first thing what I'll explain something what Joel was just talking about is the only way I'll be able to feel as a follower the 75 increase, again, is if I'm on standby, right? Because if I have loose arms and he's trying to lead me into a crossbody lead, I won't feel anything. And then when he goes to lead me, so if he leads me, I'll feel a pull, right? Because I never increased on the back step or on my 6, 7, in this case when we're dancing on 2. For people dancing on 1, it would be my 1, 2. So just so I know, there's always a connection, right? So I feel the guy. Once I feel a little bit of an increase, I increase the resistance myself, so that I actually feel my leg being taken across. Yeah? That's number 1, right? And then in the turns, I lead ladies too, so I feel this a lot. If the guy is trying to do his turns and I'm giving too much resistance, this is, again, just to give you guys an idea on what is enough, what is too much, right? You'll have to play with it because it's not always the same. Like Joel said, it's depending on what we're leading. But right now we're just doing basic stuff, right? So say the guy is trying to do a regular right turn and I have too much resistance, this is what happens,
I'm
right?
supposed to go down right now so my shoulders get the relaxation that I need
I don't allow
to
him.
go the turn. Let's do the right and let's do the wrong way first. So,
Exactly.
so right first. So
I'm
we
on
go in
standby,
here,
I release.
relax. She follows me, and she follows, right? So if I go up or down, she follows my hand. No matter what, if I go up, down, center, to the side, still she cannot follow unless I do like any kind of resistance. Boom, that I can explain in a second how to increase that energy. Unless we're doing that extra resistance, just standby, right? So for example, right here now, the right turn with the 100% for girls. So even guys, if you want to
I'm
do
holding
here,
on like for dear life. It kind of makes the guy
she
uncomfortable.
she
I
doesn't
never
make me-
release.
she doesn't make me relax the shoulder, right? So here, I'm tense and I cannot reach my own hand because I'm too high. So that's some of the things that happen, right? So learn how to play a little more with the resistance and how to follow the arms of the guys.
Right.
Now-
There's not always, sorry, Liz, there's not always just resistance this way, right? There's also resistance and then release, right? Resistance and release. Say the guy wants to do a different turn over his head. If I don't give him the leeway of doing like this turn, like a pizza turn that we do. Say I'm here and he's trying to do it just a smooth turn. It's kind of like, hey.
She right now, she's stopping me. So she's stopping me so she doesn't let me do this. She doesn't let me go over.
Give him the flexibility.
Right? So again, 100% for Maria. 100%?
Oh, sorry.
100%.
Wrong way?
Right here, she doesn't let me go. I cannot do the turn. The idea is that you ladies, you follow, for example, we call it this pizza. So we're going around, just going around, relax, let go and follow the arms of the guy, okay? Now, let's switch it a little bit because it's not always the ladies' fault. It's also guys, right? So for example, when we need, let's see it this way, right? Sometimes what I see on the dance floor is that people create the resistance sometimes, at least on our style, on the opposite way. Means, if I do a regular crossbar lead, for example, I open first here, open, and then you want to pull the lady. Which, in the way that we explain it, it's first I create energy. This energy that she feels here, she creates the energy with the same energy, and then I can relax and I can release, right? So, sorry, we are a little bit out of the picture. So here, resistance, she passed, and now I can let her go, okay? So
there's always a communication, right? It's not open the door, but you're not really telling me what to do, like Joel said. There's always a communication before you create something, right? It's not like, oh, do a crossbody lead, and then tell me, right? It just feels, it's not like it's wrong or right. I don't want to say the way we teach is the right way. I know other people have their own techniques, and some girls will follow that. It's just what I feel that we should know ahead of time. It's like anything, right? You always want to tell or create the energy or the resistance before you do something. It just feels better. It feels different on the dance floor. It just feels more comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, let me use, we're going to continue with this, but guys, if you're watching, please share, make sure that you share with your friends, with people that you know that they like to dance salsa and you think these tips are helpful for them. Just make sure that you share.
Someone you know that can use better communication skills on the dance floor or connection on the dance floor.
Yes. Another thing is a little circle right here on this corner of the video that says something about subscribing or something like that. If you click it, you're going to be notified whenever we have a live video. So you don't want to miss the 30 videos that we're going to make. So make sure that you click this little button to make sure that you subscribe, okay? So on that way you don't miss any of our videos.
Yeah, and it'll let you know every time we're live.
Yeah. So another thing that I want to move into the resistance is sometimes we want to feel that resistance, but what happens if the girl doesn't give me that resistance? I think it's one of the main other problems, because maybe I understand the resistance and I know that I have to feel that resistance, but if she doesn't give it to me, how do I, as a leader, how do I going to create that resistance? So it's very
everyone's
simple.
like, yes.
So it's very simple, right? So pretty much when I'm dancing on the standby, right? It can be here, it can be here, this position, any position. The idea, the body is actually the one leading, right? Your body, your core is the one leading. So for example, if I start doing bigger steps, she will follow me because she's on the standby, right? So my body start moving, and now she can follow with bigger steps. Same thing happens whenever she's going to move back. So whenever she's going to move back from here, I start increasing the energy, kind of go with her, and once she's reaching the 6, I create resistance here. So I stop her a little bit. So here, 6, and here I go forward and resistance. I kind of stop her a little bit, so then I can increase and use the same energy that I create to lead her forward. Okay, this is the simple way to start practicing this. So it's not a pushing, it's more like energy. Just put the energy kind of going forward without losing the resistance, the standby position. Because if you are here but you have like 25% and you try to do this and you're going forward, this is exactly what's going to happen. She's just going to feel like you are on top of her and you don't want her to feel that either, right? She will be like, wow, what a creepy guy. So you want to make sure that you, right now I feel energy here. This is energy, right? This is connected. This is movement from our bodies right now.
Bodies, yeah, so, it's really key, sorry. But like Joel said, it comes from our bodies too, right? I don't just follow with the arms, I follow with my body. I let the guy know I'm present. This might be off topic a little bit, but I feel like if we put more energy in the body and in the legs, then we actually release the tension here, right? We understand that I'm present and the rest of me are present too. So the guy will, oh, I feel you, he can actually lead me into anything. Yeah, sometimes we put weakness in the legs and we put everything here. And we think that this is how to follow, is up in the arm. It's actually the opposite. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up because body energy or energy period is super important when you're dancing. Yeah, it takes the release from the arms.
Okay, so well, I guess pretty much that's it. I mean, that's the main concept. So you see, you create the energy from the body and make sure that you're content all the time. Stand by and then go to a little higher. But remember, you don't go higher. Something that I want to make sure that. So you're a standby here, and you don't want to do a turn. It's at the right time, right here, and boom, 75, and you surprise the girls. That's no neither. So gradually start going up. So you're going like that, right? Like bam, bam. So it comes a resistance and release. So the turns. We're gonna cover tomorrow some outside and inside turns to show you how the resistance combined with a good dynamic, it plays a good role here. Okay, so
yes.
Right now we use a lot of time at the beginning because we want to introduce to you guys the new thing, the new challenge that we want to do for you. Maybe you can check your phone to see if people have questions or something. If guys, if you want to leave some comments there, some people say that you do it in Spanish. Actually, it's a good idea. Maybe we can do it in Español. The live we have.
Pero I don't speak español.
Ella no habla español, así que.
Pero.
But we can do it in Spanish too. Why not? So. If you have your questions in Spanish, maybe I can answer quick. So, guys, please, if you have, let me see. So, is this standby? 50%. Yes, the resistance is around 50%, but I want to say that the standby is kind of playing around 45, 55, maybe 60, you know? So you never are like tense on 50 and feel like that, right? It's like this little movement that creates the little wave that is around here.
It's around 50, yeah, exactly. It's never here.
Okay. This is too low. Now this is
0.
too low, right?
Or 20.
You can actually see the position of the body actually is kind of lazy. This
connected.
is too tense. And you can tell the difference. You don't even have to feel it, but you can see the difference. Right here, our bodies are still connected here with 45, 55 is not one whole line. So you can still move your body, right? I can just move my shoulders and it's still being connected. So even if the standby is like this, a little wave here, it's not like a big wave like that. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, and sorry, really quick, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but ladies, you will know if you're too weak. Because again, sometimes when I lead ladies and as soon as I touch their hand, I feel like this, like an open hand, right? That's obviously no resistance. There's no way you can give resistance with like just a touch of a finger, yeah? It's more of a curve. You always have like a little C curve in your hand. And again, once you have that little curve, you'll feel the connection. Joel, I feel his connection. He's always has some fingers, but inside my hand.
2 fingers.
Right? I don't know if you can actually see.
2 fingers.
2 fingers, but I'm talking like how it's inside, right? It's not just like here.
It's not just like
touching, because that will lose the connection right away. Yeah, so yes, definitely 50% is the resistance that we're talking about.
Yeah, somebody said the baby bump.
Haven't gained weight. I'm glad that we're paying attention to the resistance. Joe, thank you. You like my water cooler? I need a lot of water.
Nice cooler, yes. We drink a lot of water.
You're welcome. Yelena? Is that it? Yelimar, sorry.
Yes. Okay, so guys, if you don't have any more questions, we're going to leave it here. See you tomorrow. Make sure that you sign up. Click one of the somewhere around. I'm sure you watch it on your phone. I think it's only on the phone when you can actually see the live notification. Is how you call it. The live notification is on the. You watch the video right now. It's on this side, around this side, on the corner. So you just click it there, and it's gonna turn blue. That means that you're following us, okay?
Yeah, and we will get more involved in other things, like more turn patterns, of course, more getting into the music. So this is just like a little taste. So we do have a lot of good things coming in store. So definitely all levels are welcome to join us, beginners, advanced. We have a lot of good information for you guys. So
cool.
Stay tuned, us 3.
So thank you so much, guys. We're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna just go around you so I can turn off the video.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.